Vaughn, you're muted. Oh crap, we're up.
Yes. Welcome
Okay,
to
you're
the
unmuted.
Okay, there we go.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to an edition of Agency Tribe Nevada show. I am your co-host, Pete Arriola. I got Yvonne Koo here with EXP. How's it going? Is your mic working, Yvonne? I think she's muted still. Her sound went out. Uh-oh. Looks like the sound went out on Yvonne. Anyways, this is our weekly show. We made it St. Patty's Day edition. Got a little theme going on here, and we do our regular weekly updates, little market update. We get some insights. We're going to feature HVAC company, MIMO. We had him last week. We're going to have him again. Hey, Yvonne, you back?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I am actually in Park City, Utah. It's a little bit loud out here because I'm at a Starbucks, but what is going on? These cuties. Look at this photo.
That's our team members, Ryan and Kaylani. They ran a 5K over the weekend, and these green tutus.
Wow, 5K is a lot. Yeah. I would die, Pete.
Yeah.
But they look so cute.
Okay, Yvonne.
Oh, I got a new listing, guys. This house has a prison.
I normally feature like this kick-ass pool, this awesome pool right here.
Right.
As like the wow factor in the MLS, but I just had to
see what
is up with that. Yeah, I had to see what is up with that.
You know, the thing is, this house is absolutely gorgeous. It is in North Las Vegas, and the price point is only $650,000. I mean, seriously, nowadays, how do you get such a unique property for $650,000?
$650 with prison, yeah.
Yeah, with a prison, and a gorgeous swimming pool.
Wow. Okay. When do we expect this to come on the MLS?
Well, it's going to be coming on in basically this week. So with listings, what I like to do is I'm going to get a pre-listing inspection. Once I have the inspection back, it's going to go live.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Right. Let's go back to that slide. Let's go back to Vasily's slide. So Vasily actually is in charge of Camber Bay by D.R. Horton, and I sold 5 homes in this community, basically. And the last one that closed was a few months ago. But I'll tell you, for single family homes, you basically brand new, you're going to get a fixed rate. My clients are getting as low as 4% or 3.99% as a fixed rate for closing costs, paid. Wow. As well as the fixed rate, and their pricing is about $490. So basically, every single month, your monthly payment as a brand new home buyer is approximately $3,200. Just so you know.
Okay. And they got this. Looks like he has a closeout. This one they reduced a little bit.
What is the closeout?
What is that? 10334 Recordy Street, 4-bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got some standing inventory there, so you know they got to move it, right? It's the end of the first quarter.
So the thing is,
well, the thing is that at the end of a quarter, usually those D.R. Horton, any builder that buys rates ahead of time, they got to keep the inventory moving. So I know that there are deals out there, especially at the end of a first quarter going into a second quarter. So definitely look out for these. Vasily was supposed to be our guest. We had some technical issues earlier, but we will have those. We will have his further information on those standing inventories. Oh, yes. And let me see. Hello, we got Memo here.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, what's up? You were
ready
just
for the summer?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna
It
be
is
finally
May.
100 degrees next week. So
Oh my god, Memo.
That's
yeah, I'm
so
gonna be a
Memo,
early.
little bit excited.
Because of work, right? You get a lot of business.
Yeah, definitely. I always make a joke with my wife that I'm kind of like a rock star on summertime because everybody, I'm friends with everyone.
Oh, Jay was saying, hey guys, we got a question from Jay. He wants to know what is the benefit of buying a new home versus an existing home? Pete, go ahead.
Yeah,
You're
you got
buying three
warranties, so
new
you don't have
homes
to
right
call
now.
Memo. You don't have to call Memo like he's gonna get blown up next week.
Yeah.
Hey, talk about warranty, Jay. I'm gonna tell you. So Memo actually, like, we had a property that was a brand new home, and it was like I think 5 or something years old, right, Memo?
Yes.
Yeah. So we sent Memo out to a property, and then he gave me an estimated invoice of like 700 and something. What was the issue, Memo?
So technically, it was the fan motor, right?
The
The
fan
fan
motor.
motor is technically just the fan that is on top of the unit in charge of rejecting the heat from the compressor. But thank God the unit because it's not an old house, right? So it has warranty on it. So actually, there's a good benefit of buying a brand new house instead of a used one, right? That you will have technically warranty on the appliances, warranty on the air conditioning unit, and everything else. Because
Right.
it could if it wasn't under warranty, Yvonne should have paid probably like $750, and she ended up
Right.
paying $230 just to get the
Right.
motor delivered to Vegas, and then a little bit of labor. So
Yeah.
it's
So
technically right there like 75% on savings.
Jay, that's their answer. That's an example of the benefits of getting a new home versus an existing, Jay. So basically, like, if it wasn't a new home, then it wouldn't be covered. But Memo, I mean, like, what is like? Do you guys automatically check and see, like, if it's? I mean, is that a question that your technician will ask? Is it a brand new home? Like,
Yes. So sometimes we go by the manufacturer's date. Unfortunately, when some of the builders, when they're building these homes, they install the units, but they never register the equipment. So automatically, it will go into a 10. Into a 5-year manufacturer warranty instead of a 10. Sometimes they do, which is that's kind of on your case. They did register the unit, so it has the full 10-year manufacturer warranty. So that was kind of like a pretty good thing that they did. They registered the equipment so that way you were protected. I think you still have another 3 years more on for warranty on that unit.
Wow.
yeah, it's important to have a warranty.
She got muted.
Okay, so no, what do you guys I'm trying to think. You're doing a incentive for in lieu of this crazy heat?
Yeah, so right now, technically, all the customers that they know you, Yvonne, and some other realtors that they're in part of your community, we're doing this $39 tune-up, right? We usually charge $69 for, as you can see, like we take the top off, take all the trash, clean the coil, check the pressures, and give you a full report of everything, how everything is working. Right now,
Yeah.
I have the opportunity to work with a lot of real estate agents that they know Yvonne. So technically, what we're doing is like when they are ready to put a house up for sale, they want to get that air conditioning inspected, so that way when the new homeowner or the potential buyer it's looking into the house, at least they know that the ACs has been maintained already. So that's kind of like the
Oh,
nice things about it, and that's why we run the promotion with Yvonne. We always see these promotions that sometimes like me and Yvonne talking before. You see that they're like $25, $30, but all they will do is spray water from the outside and literally just get the readings out of the unit. They
oh,
never gonna take off the top off, as you can see on the pictures right there. We take the
It is
top off, we take all
shiny.
the trash, and make sure that it looks clean, right? So when another technician, which is another thing that it happened today with one of the real estate agents that I'm working with,
okay.
she has a home warranty. And I'm telling her, it's like, we have to make sure that this unit, because she just bought the place. So we're like, we have to
Mhm.
make sure that this unit looks clean. So the next time that a home warranty technician has to come out, they won't deny the claim because, yeah, if the unit looks dirty, they will deny the claim because of lack of maintenance. Because they're gonna think that no one has maintained this unit in years, right? So when we clean the electrical panel, when we clean the unit like that, when the technician comes, they're gonna know that, oh, they've been maintaining this unit. So there's no way for them to give the excuse of denying the claim for lack of maintenance.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
industry on HVAC is changing a lot. We're dealing with new refrigerants, new codes, and it's making it harder for us, like the technicians like myself, to go out there and offer a repair on an old unit. Sometimes it can be something simple, but when it turns out to be something major, we have to put everything on a scale and see what it makes sense, either replacing the unit or doing the repair. This is what I tell all my customers. There's no such thing as it's illegal to work with R22. It's illegal to work with Horton A. There's parts that they still available and you can still install them if the manufacturer still have the unit or still have the part. We can still work on those. The problem is that the prices, they're just skyrocketing. They just keep going high, just because they're
Oh,
not
it's
producing
the
those
price.
models anymore. They're doing the new
Price
stuff,
is
and the
high.
new
Yeah.
stuff is still coming out. And then eventually, it's just like technically high on demand, right? So when you only have one compressor, five customers they need the exact same compressor. That compressor is gonna go $3,000, $4,000 the price. And that's when I tell customers, like, look, do you really want to spend that money into an old compressor, or old unit, or might as well just put that money into a new unit. So kind of like things like that. Never We try to give them the full diagnostic of the unit, so at least they get an idea of what's going on. So as they can see on the flyer, includes the condenser coil clean. If you guys have the filters like the customer, we will replace them for you. I think I had the opportunity to go to one of your properties. The tenant had the filters, so I just grab my ladder, go and change the filters for them.
Well,
Sometimes
that was my
companies,
tenant.
they're,
That was my tenant, right?
yeah, yeah, that was your
Yeah.
tenant.
I just paid you too. I saw the
Yeah, no,
invoice.
nice, nice, and
Like,
that's what I told them. Like, and automatically they will get. Sometimes I understand. Like they don't pay. Like you don't have to pay right away. Automatically our system send you a reminding invoice every 3 days that it's past due, and then you can pay whenever.
Memo,
Um,
memo,
I
memo.
do
How
work with the
many?
customers that they're buying homes and all that. Just to make sure that they have a pretty good experience when they're moving into the new home. They don't want that expensive bill to be a surprise that is like, hey, we just moved in 2 months ago and now we have to spend $10,000 on a brand new air conditioning unit.
Oh, that is
my
a
God.
Yeah.
nightmare. It's a nightmare,
Yeah.
especially Fourth of
So
July.
yeah, little things like that, it
File
helps to
forth. Yeah.
definitely maintain the unit. Yeah. It's always good. At least I always recommend have the air conditioning checked up once a year, and same thing with the heaters. Over here we don't use the heaters as much. Just probably old people that they probably use it all winter. We have mild winters here in Las Vegas, so it's not like we using
Yeah.
it every single day. But it's always nice to make sure that you don't have a carbon monoxide leak. Right now, we're only doing the spring tune-up, so that's literally just the air conditioning. Doesn't make
Memo,
sense for us to turn on the heater and
how
get your
many?
house to 110 degrees, right?
How many? I mean, just between me, Pete, and my tribe, because we have a bunch of realtors, right? How many have you done? How many of these tunings have you done? Can
Hey,
you hear
Memo,
us?
how many
Yes.
tunings you done?
So far, right now, I mean, like I said, we're a brand new company, and I'm glad to work with you guys because we've been having three to four tune-ups per day right now. And
Wow.
technically, we're at two main operation right now. It's me and another technician, and that is special. Actually, get us the to meet the customer. Try to sign them up to a maintenance agreement, which is pretty good. But you don't have to. You can just literally pay us the $39. You get amazing customer service. You get a full report that you can actually show to your home warranty, or to the potential buyer if you're selling your home. So it's always nice to at least have some type of backup that it says that I've been taking care of these air conditioning units before. So that's actually, yeah, like I said, we're glad and blessed that we've been dealing with a lot of customers here in Las Vegas now, even though, like I said, we're a brand new company. So average, we started doing business 2 months ago, and right now this week actually was our busiest, because everybody's trying to get ready for that 110-degree weather. Like today was 92, so it's getting there.
92. I'm over here in Park City and we're like 60s right now. Yeah. Hey, we got a bunch of questions for you, Memo. All right. Jay wants to know, what is the average cost of a service agreement that you just mentioned?
Let's see.
What's the average cost of a service agreement?
Service agreement.
Yeah, so well, the maintenance agreement technically what it will include is we come twice a year, so one before the summer, one before the winter, and then on the in between, let's say that you have an emergency call where you need someone to take a look on your air conditioning because you hear a noise or it's not cooling properly or it's completely not cooling at all. Same thing with the heating system. We come out for free, so we don't charge you any service costs or after our fees. We will come out, troubleshoot the unit, and then if the only thing that you will have to pay is if there's any repairs needed. Now, if there's a repair needed, the benefit of the maintenance agreement will give you a 10% off on the repair. So we start
Is
at
that for the
$120 for the maintenance agreement for one unit. And if you have multiple units in the property, so it usually gets cheaper. It's not gonna be like you have two units now. It's $240. No, it doesn't go double. It's just a little bit more, just because we have to pay the labor for the guys to take care of the unit.
Understood.
So just like an idea. So for example, one unit, it's $120 for the one location with one unit. If you have two units, for example, it goes to $160 for two units for the full year. So, and then you have extra perks. Like I said, you get the priority service, which is you have a 24-hour response. But usually when customers they call like first thing in the morning, they will get service the same day. Because usually we have open spots like around, like, let's say 3 to 5, 5 to 7, or 7 to 9. But if, for example, you got home from work as, let's say, 6 p.m., just an example, and then you call us, we have until 7 p.m. the next day to show up to your home. So that's why we give that 24-hour window, just so that way you make sure that you get priority service. And it doesn't matter if you have a brand new unit or not. That's the benefit that we give you if you're part of our maintenance agreement.
And what was the price again?
And I'm pretty sure that you guys would notice that you guys deal with a lot of like home warranties, with your customers. And that sometimes they call it home warranty and they take literally like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to come out. And that's actually the poor quality customer service that they're delivering to the customers, because they're not priority for them. They use a home warranty company that they just want to do the cheap repair and then just walk away. So they never actually take things serious. And that's when we say, like, if you have a maintenance agreement, a lot of the times some home warranties, and I'm not saying every single one, but some of them, they will allow you to use your own contractor. So let's say, for example, you like our service, you hire us with a maintenance agreement, something happens to your unit, but you actually want us users to do the repair, you can call the home warranty and say, like, hey, I usually deal with this contractor, it's a certified company. They will give me an invoice for the repair. Is it okay if I use them? I pay them directly, and then I just get reimbursed from you guys. Most likely, the only thing that they're gonna ask is for a legit invoice that it has the company name, that it's a licensed contractor, that's what we are, and then you can submit it and just get a reimbursement.
You know what Jay is saying? There are two comments that we have. 87 Movers said somebody stole their AC before they moved.
That's actually a pretty good question. I just saw it. Why they use home warranties? Because home warranties, technically, they're the cheapest way to fix the unit. They technically come out to your house, and you're just gonna have to pay technically the deductible. That's all you have to pay. It can be $49, it can be $99. It depends on your home warranty. That's all you have to pay. Let's say the problem is that you pay the $49, but then they're gonna take 2 weeks for them to come out. In the meantime, you have family with kids that they have noisy, and usually gets hotter on the inside of the home than actually outside. So I've been walking on homes that are 130 something degrees inside and it's 110 degrees outside. So it's even cooler on the outside, right? So that's when I said, yeah, home warranties is the cheapest way to get your unit fixed. The problem is that if you're willing to wait for them to come out and take care of you and your family. I had a deal one time, and this is years ago when I moved into an apartment. Unfortunately, we didn't realize that we had to pay electricity before we move in. So when we move in, it
Ah,
was
that's
literally
fair.
Friday, and I think we had to go with no air conditioning for the whole weekend. It was miserable. Like you take
That's
showers,
fair.
and the water coming out of the shower is literally super, like it's kind of warm, not super hot, but it's warm. So it's just like it's not a great idea. Try to just bet your comfort on a home warranty. Don't get me wrong, there's some home warranties that they're pretty good, but they're
Yeah.
usually kind of pricey.
Memo, the question is, do you offer emergency temporary AC
Yes.
units?
So, for example, that's a pretty good question. So, if you do, let's say, for example, your unit is fairly new, and when I say new, it's probably 10, 15 years old. There's still parts available for that unit. We can definitely do that. We can, let's say, if part is not available because it's gonna take 3 days for us to get it. We can offer portable AC units. Portable AC units is not like it's gonna cool the whole entire house, but
Just the
we
space.
set it up at least on 2 bedrooms. It gives you
Yeah.
some comfort until we can get the part to fix your air conditioning unit. Same thing with that on repairs, and we do that on air conditioning replacement. Because sometimes, as a company, sometimes we 3 4 days out for a new install, right? So what we try to do is provide our customers with some temporary comfort, which is these portable AC units that they connected into the window. They're actually air conditioning units. It's not just a fan. So they provide cold air into one. I mean, it's probably like 200 square feet bedroom. So that way the customer can keep some comfort for their kids or family members until they wait for us to do the repair or the unit replacement. So we do offer that as well.
Memo, I myself have
Mm.
like 3 units, those portable ones, because I have rentals, and sometimes, I mean, you remember when we had that crazy house, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, what happened to this house?" Remember? Like we really changed the entire condenser outside, and I had to like also, bring in the temporary units. Well, anyway, let's just reiterate. What was the price for your maintenance for the year?
Memo, what was the price of your maintenance?
So for the maintenance per unit, we do $39 per unit. That means some customers they have. Usually, I have seen customers that they have 2 units, one for upstairs, one for downstairs, or one for the left side of the house. It just depends on the layout on the house. But most standard homes here in Las Vegas they only have 1 unit, so it's $39. If you have 2 units, it's 39 times two, right? Like I said, we do the same quality service, cleaning the condensers, cleaning the coils, checking the
This
arm
is the
drop,
yearly
which is
maintenance.
this is actually supposed to be done once a year, and then we offer
Okay.
our
Yearly
maintenance
maintenance.
agreement
Okay.
that it's done for 1 year. Yes.
Okay.
How much is the maintenance agreement?
Is it
Yep.
39?
Yep. 39.
Like the flyer.
Yeah.
No, but how about the yearly maintenance?
Yeah, we're gonna be so don't if you guys I would recommend start definitely doing the maintenance right now because it's getting warm so we can get proper ratings, make sure that the system is operating properly. I wouldn't wait until it gets to 110 115 degrees. You can definitely do it. This promotion is gonna be for all Evans and all the real estate agents that I've been working with for
Right.
their tune-ups. It's gonna stay for the whole season. But I would definitely recommend take advantage right now. Sometimes we spend $39 on, or even $40 on something else. Um, and this is actually just betting the comfort, right? So you want to make sure that you're comfortable. Yeah, you don't want to come home after work, after you've been outside all day, depending on what you do for a living, and then you still have to deal with no heat, no air conditioning at your house.
Yeah.
It's definitely, like I said, it gets brutal. So, like I said, I get several calls. Usually my busiest time is literally from 4 p.m. and going forward. So I can get off at 1 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning. Because that's when people they
Oh,
get off from work and then find out when they get home that they have no air conditioning. And there's a lot of things that you can prevent or you can take care of before it actually completely goes out. So sometimes it can be just as simple as a capacitor or batteries on the thermostat. But sometimes people don't know that. So by having a certified technician that knows what they're doing and doing this maintenance, at least you're being proactive and at least you're actually kind of like, hey, I got ahead of game. I'm making sure that my air conditioning is unit properly 100%. And like I said, don't get me wrong, there's still things that they can happen to your unit, but at least you know that the basics of your air conditioning system, they're operating properly, you know? So it's kind
yeah.
of like the
Memo,
main thing. It's just a preventing maintenance just in case something major happens.
we got a question for you, Memo. It says, what if you move while you're having the yearly maintenance? Look at the comments.
Jay, what if you move while you have it, the yearly maintenance?
So we transfer it to the new homeowner. They still get the same benefits because even though we get the customer's information, we try to actually keep it for the property. There's several companies here in town, and like I said, I used to work for a company that they used to cancel the membership. It didn't matter if it was like 2 months after they buy it, they will cancel it just because it's not for the same homeowner. But think about this: you're selling a house, you can say like, "Hey, I just literally pay for this maintenance agreement for you guys, so you guys keep it because we have it registered under the address as well as the name, but we can always change the name for the property, you know. So that
Uh-huh.
maintenance agreement goes transfer. We transfer it to the new homeowner, so that way they can still get the full benefits. Or sometimes we can work something out. It's like if the homeowner say like, "Hey, I just buy this maintenance with you guys, but I'm going to a different property." If they have the same amount of units, we just transfer it over. You know, like if they don't want to keep it on that property, at least they don't feel like they just wasted their money. The only thing is like they just keep whatever they had left. So if they already use for, let's say for the old property, they use the spring tune-up, and then when they move into the new property, they want to do a spring tune-up. We can do that, but then technically they won't have the one for the fall tune-up left. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
Is
they
it
can
one
use their
year?
visits as whatever they please, but we always make sure that it's like you pay technically for 2 visits. That's what you get. We can always work something out. You know, just pay like a little bit extra fee, and we can take care of the on the spring tune up and the fall tune up as well. But most likely, customers they rather leave it just on the property, so that way the new homeowner gets those benefits. You know.
Yeah, makes sense.
Same thing. Our repairs with the main, and that's actually really important as well. I forgot to mention. Um, our are usually, let's say that if you call me and I take care of you doing a repair, we usually with standard repairs they come only with a 3 month warranty. Now, if you're part of our maintenance agreement, we back up that repair for a full year. So instead
One
of
year.
getting just 3 months, you get a full year warranty on that repair. That will include the part and the labor. So let's say, for example, I replace a capacitor and then 6 months later, for some reason, the same capacitor goes out. I just come out, replace it, don't charge you for service call, don't charge you for anything because you have the full year warranty. But if you only pay for the capacitor and let's say 7 months later, the same capacitor goes out, then you will have to pay again for the whole part.
Oh,
The
that makes
reason why
sense.
is because the reason why I mentioned capacitors is because if your compressor is already overworking, and that's what I say on it says on your report, usually it's just gonna keep draining the capacitors, right?
Oh, okay.
Um, and that's on all units most likely. It's just gonna
Wow.
drain that capacitor, and that capacitor has to get replaced most likely like every year.
Understood.
And
Oh,
those capacitors they're
okay.
getting expensive. You know, we used to charge. I remember when I started doing HVAC, $160 for a capacitor, and
Mhm.
now on the market we have to
Huh.
keep our prices competitive. It's going to 260, 270, or $350 for a capacitor. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh, that's
you.
very informative. Thank you for coming on the show
No, no
and
problem, guys.
explaining
Thank you
all of
for
that.
having me. And like I said, if you guys call whenever we open 24/7, um, just expect don't expect someone to be at your house at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's not gonna happen. But
Okay.
someone from the office will answer the phone and get you on the
Memo,
schedule for the next available
are you?
appointment.
Did you clone yourself?
Did you clone yourself, as Yvonne said? No?
No, so like I said, we always do make sure that we take care of our customers because air conditions they can break down in the middle of the day, middle of the night. So it doesn't matter for us. This is our season. That's where we have to take care of our customers because that's where we make our money. So we try to take care of them, make sure that they're taken care of for this hot season that it seems that it's coming sooner, right?
What
So
is your
it's
phone
brutal.
number? What's your phone
So
number?
give us a call. Our phone number
Yeah,
on the
give your
office
phone number. Yeah, give your phone number. Yeah.
Yes, 702-280-0109. And my name is Memo with Evercool. We try to give you guys the best deals. So give us a call whenever you guys get a chance.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Everyone for watching today. Yep.
We'll bring you on next time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh my gosh, he could not hear me at all.
He couldn't hear you, yeah, but I repeated some of that. He's 39 for a year.
I mean, the maintenance is so crazy. All right, what's going on with the market snapshot, Pete? What?
Yeah,
your slides are green. I love it.
Yeah, they're green. They're kind of small here, but 482,000 medium price. It's kind of crept up a little bit. Condos and townhomes are still about 285,000. And then this thing also tracked new construction as well.
Yes. I can't believe the median price is going up a little bit, huh?
It's going a lot. I mean, it's kind of springtime, and those open houses get some activity. So
it is. What else you got, Pete? New home trends.
13 year after year. It's up 18% year over year closing. Yeah, already. Let's see. Builders are moving inventory, and there's incentives. Like, I was just at Beezer Marigold today, and they have standing inventory on a single story right by my rental, right where my sis is gonna build, and they're offering back again that 25,000 closing costs.
Yeah, Pete, that's the highest that we've seen. You know, the thing with us is that when we know a community like Camber Bay, sold 5 in there, right? Temple Trails, we sold how many in there? I mean, Beezer Homes, you've sold at least 2 in there, right? Like,
and I've been filming
so small, so you know the data, you know what is the best deal, just as I know what's the best deal for the communities, right? So I just wanted to invite all our realtor friends to our next event, which is the Builder Forum on April 7th. Right. Because our time is running out, and I just want to make sure that all of realtors and so we are going to share this. We're going to have Dylan Onaka flying in from Hawaii. He's going to talk about what is going on with the national picture of real estate because of the mergers, like Redfin, buying all these, there's so much going on in the national stage. Zillow being sued. What does that affect us? We are boots on the ground. And then the other second topic, which is the Builder Forum, we're going to have Lennar. We're going to have Richmond American Homes.
Gracie, yeah, you got.
Yeah, and we're going to have Dotsa from DR Horton and Nick. Oh my gosh, Nick is a blast. So we're going to have Nick from Beezer. So please, everybody, if you're curious to see how the market is shifting and how this is going to affect your home values and whether or not you should be buying a new home now, I mean, that's definitely important. So in the meantime, listen to Memo, give him a call. If you are one of my clients, reach out to me. We have a special, going on. I mean, literally, you pay $40 for pizza, right, Jay? That's what Jay said. Like, I'm paying $40 for pizza. I might as well pay $40 for my AC. And you know what? He thinks Memo is awesome. He wants to add him up to what is it? BNI? Business networking. I don't know. Business networking tribe. Oh my gosh, we got Jim Vogel. Hello. He's in Tracy, California. Hey, Jim, I'm actually out here in what is this? Up
Park
north.
City.
Park City. And you know what? I didn't bring my jacket. It's 20 degrees, like hotter than what it should be out here. So AC again is a big deal. Let's wrap this up, Pete.
Well, it's March Madness, so I'm very pumped. I'm going to go to the South Point and hang out Thursday, Friday. It's when everyone fills their brackets. It's if one team loses, you keep on moving. Everyone's got a bracket. Maybe not Yvonne. And then yeah, we'll see you next week. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. See you next week, 5:30 Tuesday for 1 hour.
1 hour.
Bye.